Let's take a look at the secret of success. Success has a lot to do with our business here, because we all are here in order to find out how we can be more successful, right? Wouldn't it be great to know the secret of success? Wouldn't it be great to know exactly what you need to do in order to be successful, to reach your goals? Well, you know, becoming successful is easy. The secret to success is being ready for the opportunity when it knocks on the door. And in this business, it is even easier. Why? Because in this business, we create the opportunity every single day. Where other people have to wait for the opportunity to knock on the door, we don't even have to wait for the opportunity to knock on the door. We can create the opportunities ourselves. But there's still one thing that we need to do. We need to open the door for the opportunity to come in. You know, you probably know a lot of people that say, oh, I don't have success in life. And you might even know people that say, I never had a chance in life. To be honest with you, I don't believe that. Everyone has chances in life. But most of the people are just reluctant to open the door. Well, in direct sales and in your 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗍 business, you can open the door whenever you want to, because you don't have to wait. I mean, this business is an active business, right? This business is where we decide how fast we want to grow. Who decides whether we talk to 3 people, to 5 people, or to 10 people a day? Only one person. And that is the person you see when you look in the mirror every morning when you're brushing your teeth. That is the only person in your life that is responsible for success or failure. Is that good news or bad news for you? Well, the bad news is, in this business, you don't have any excuses. You cannot say, oh, it's my boss, this is why I'm not successful. You know why? Because your boss is looking at you every morning when you look in the mirror. In this business, you cannot excuse yourself by saying, oh, it's my employees that are responsible for me not being successful. Why? Because your employee looks right in your eyes when you look in the mirror in the morning. Because this is one of the challenges in direct sales, and this is one of the challenges in 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏. It is about being the boss and the employee at the same time. This business is a simple business. Why is this business simple? Because everyone can do it. It does not matter whether you are a large person or a short person. It doesn't matter whether you are a young person or an old person. It doesn't matter whether you are male or female. It does not matter whether you have a university degree or not. Even the color of your skin doesn't matter in direct sales. So it's a simple business because it's simple to do. But it's not an easy business. It's not an easy business because every morning we have to get up, we have to do our 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 business. And there's nobody but ourselves that can tell us in the morning, get up and go to work. And if the day before you've been selling a lot of products and you might have found a new partner for your team and all the people have been nice to you, then there's no problem in getting up in the morning. But what if the day before was a horrible day? Everybody said no. No product sold. No new partners. And the people have not been nice to you. Then it is still about you to get up again in the morning. And that is not easy. And this is why I say this is not an easy business. Let me tell you a secret. All of you here in the room, all of us, we have the hardest job in the world. You know why? Because being a salesperson is the hardest job in the world. Because you have to motivate yourself. Because you have to live with customers that are not nice and that say no. And you still have to smile at the customers, even though they said no. This is why I am convinced that the sales job is the hardest job in the world. And if I say sales job, then I'm talking about real salespeople like here in the room. I'm not talking about the salespeople that you see in the stores from time to time. And you probably experienced that as well already. When you come in a store, the salespeople see you and they run away. Oh my God, a customer. Or you come in the store and there's 3 salespeople talking to each other. And they've seen you, but they still continue talking. That is not the kind of salespeople I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about the people that are in a store putting shoes in the shelves. They might call themselves sales representatives, but they're not. They are shoe in the shelf putting people, but no salespeople. Because you know, there's one thing that someone that must be successful in sales absolutely needs to have. You must love to talk to people. A salesperson must love to talk to people. The good news about it is, guess what job is the best paid job in the world? Sales is the best paid job in the world. If you look at the salaries of company general managers, and you look at the salaries of the salespeople in that same company, then you're going to find out that the salespeople make more money than the general managers. Because you are willing to take the job and to get it done. And the whole world would not exist without us. This world would not work without salespeople. Think of the things that you love in life. Now think apart from your family and from your kids. Think about the material things you love in life. Really enjoy nice clothes, a nice car, nice house. Where did you get it from? Exactly, from a salesperson. All the good things in life have been sold to you by a salesperson. This society that we live in could not survive without us salespeople. And we are not only selling the 𝗧𝗏𝗏 product. You heard it before. We are selling something that is much stronger. We are selling a business opportunity. We are selling freedom. We are selling financial freedom. And I'm not saying that this is everything in the world that counts, financial freedom. No question, there are things in life that are more important than money. On the other side, let's be honest. Someone that has to think every single day about how to feed the family, about how to pay the rent this month, about how to survive. How can someone in that situation think about more important things than money? Because finances are only unimportant if you have them. And this is why financial freedom is so important. Not because it's the end of the ladder, but because it is where the real life starts. Because it's there when you can start thinking about the real important things in life. Financial freedom gives you the opportunity of deciding for yourself. Because in life, there's only 2 situations. Either you decide for yourself, or somebody else does that. I personally prefer deciding myself. And you? I guess the same. But financial freedom and the opportunity of making and earning financial freedom is not only a gift that is given to you. It is not only a gift, it is also a huge responsibility. Why is it a responsibility? Because all of us here in the room, we have it in our own hands to make others, people's lives better. With the product and with the business opportunity, we have the strongest power in our hands, not only to make our own lives better, but to touch the lives of as many people as possible. And that is our responsibility. It is our responsibility to share what we have. And you know, often in life, people don't really like to share that much. You know why? Because people think if they share, will get less. Like if you have a big cake and you cut apart and you give it to someone else, then the cake gets smaller, right? Well, you know what's the beautiful thing? If you look at the 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 cake, every single time that you share a piece of it, the cake gets bigger. The more you share, the bigger the whole cake gets. And that is our responsibility. It is our responsibility to share this opportunity with everyone that crosses our path. And if you help other people reaching their goals, then I promise you one thing. Your own goals will become true automatically if we take the responsibility that is given to our hands. And that means that we need to talk to everyone in life that we meet. And the important thing is, not to make a decision for other people. It is not our job to decide whether someone is the right person for this business or not. We can be honest in this room here. I know direct sales for 20 years. I started as a distributor when I was a student. So I have been going through all the ups and downs in this business. And I have done a lot of the faults that you can do. I have lost a lot of time on the way. Don't we all do it from time to time? That we think, okay, I could present the business to this person. And then we start thinking, well, maybe he or she is not the right person. Oh, that's a successful businessman. I cannot talk to a successful businessman about my business. Or on the opposite, oh, that is someone who has never been successful in life. He's not going to become successful in the 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗍 business. Who gives us the right to make that decision? Let me tell you one thing, and I know a lot of companies in direct sales and a lot of distributors. Most of the successful distributors that I know in direct sales, if you would have seen them the very moment that they started direct sales, we probably would not have talked to them for this reason or that reason or that reason. Who gives us the right to do that? We have the strongest business opportunity in our hands that there is on the market today. Look on the market in the Ukraine. Is there anything that even comes close to 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗍? Not that I would know of. This is the best thing that can happen to a human being in life. Who gives us the right not to talk to someone? Who would give us the right to decide that we say, no, we're not going to talk to that person? Who would give us the right to take away this opportunity from that person by never giving it to them? I will not put that responsibility on my shoulder that I could have helped a lot of people, that I could have dramatically changed a lot of lives, and I didn't do it. And it doesn't matter why. We cannot make the decision for people. But it is our responsibility to talk to everyone, not to make the decision. Everyone has to make his own decision, but to offer the opportunity and then let the people decide whether they're interested or not. We give the opportunity and we let the other people decide whether they're interested in becoming a part of the success story or not. And you know what? If you offer this opportunity to someone and he or she says no, whose problem is that? Your problem or the problem of that person? It's the problem of that person. That human being just missed the greatest opportunity in life. But I can go to bed at night and I will sleep well because I have a good conscience. Because I did my job and I talked to that person. So a no is never our problem. It's the problem of the other person. And the more no's you will earn every day, the more money you will have on the bank. There is no shortcut to success in direct sales. And if anyone tells you he has found a new method that makes it all easier, and now nobody has to sell anymore, you just have to start the business and you'll become a millionaire. Know that there is companies that tell that. If anyone is telling you you can become successful without work, that is a lie. This is a business. This is not a lottery. And that is good news. You know why? Because the odds, the chances of winning the big prize in the lottery is 1 to 13 million. And that would mean that it is more probably that you will die at the North Pole eaten by a dog than ever winning the lottery. So why do people play the lottery? Because it's about dreams. It's about visions. And what does it tell us? That we need to keep that in mind. People want to find a way to make their dreams come true. And you know what is the safest way of making a dream to come true? Your direct selling business. There is nothing that goes faster, nothing that is safer, and there is nothing that makes more fun than that. That is for sure. Now, keeping that in mind, we know that what we're selling is actually not a business opportunity. It is a dream. We are selling dreams. And every human being has dreams. I don't know about the Ukraine, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing that in all other parts of the world. When we're small kids, we all have dreams. The Boys want to become firemen or cosmonauts. They want to have big houses. They want to have fast cars. The girls want to become a nurse, a princess, and then marry a prince and have a nice house as well. But what happens with those dreams when we grow up? There's many people that tell us, oh yeah, but don't dream. Life is not there for dreaming. You cannot dream. You have to work. No, you cannot become a cosmonaut. Your father's a carpenter. Your grandfather was a carpenter. Your great-grandfather was a carpenter. Of course, you're going to become a carpenter as well. Stop dreaming. Get to work. This is the worst thing we can do to our kids. But it happens. And what happens then? Then when we're grown up, then we come to the point where we say, I want to have this beautiful sports car. Well, but the Lada I have is not that bad. And then we start to justifying it. I need less fuel than in the sports car, so it's better. I couldn't fit my family in the sports car, so this car is better. I need a big car for. Same thing. Hey, yeah, we all want to go to Hawaii making a vacation. And I'm not meaning us here in the room. Know how it works. Talking about the million of people outside there. And then the vacation is planned. And what happens then? See how much money I have for the vacation. Hawaii would be nice, or the Caribbean would be nice. But hey, the Black Sea is not that bad either. Nothing against the Black Sea. It's beautiful there. But what I don't like is the fact that so many people adapt their dreams to their purse. And this is why we need direct sales. This is why the world needs 𝗧𝗲𝗏. Because in 𝗧𝗲𝗏, you do it the other way around. You adapt your purse to your dreams. So go and dream and tell other people how to dream. Because here you got the tools in your hands to make your dream come true. And this is how we can excite the other people, by showing them that 𝗧𝗲𝗏 is the way of making their dreams come true. This is a dream selling business. This is a dream come true business. And the most beautiful thing is, this is a people business. If there is any secret about this business, then it is the secret of duplication. It is the secret of sharing. Sharing the business opportunity. This business is a business where dreams come true because we work together. And although we all know these ideas of duplication, 2 people that sponsor each one 2 makes 4, that sponsors each one 2 makes 8, that sponsor each one 2 makes 16, and so on. I want to demonstrate the power of duplication to you. You all were not in the 𝗧𝗲𝗏 business yet. Now, I'm going to start by sponsoring 2 people here in the room. I sponsor the 2 ladies in the front row. Would you please just stand up? Stand up. Stay where you are, stand up. Now, watch what happens. Every one of them is going to sponsor 2 more people. By just touching them, and then the 2 people will stand up as well. Sponsor 2 people, each one of you. Just touch them. Okay, you sponsored 1. Stand up. You sponsor 2 people. Okay, the 2 behind. Okay, so now you see we were 2 people. Now, down here we already have 6. We already have 6. Now you do the same. Every one of you chooses 2 other people. You, so to say, sponsor them, okay, and then they stand up as well. Each one of you sponsor 2 people. Go and touch them. Go and touch them and sponsor them. Move. You can. Every one of you needs to have 2 more people. Now, it starts growing, the little team. Now again, I want you to go to the other side. And every one of you is picking 2 people on the other side. Just touch them on the shoulder, okay? Go. Every one of you, 2 people over here. 2 people. Just touch 2 people. Okay. You, all of you. Every one of you, sponsor 2 people. Touch 2 people. Go. Only 2. But every one of you needs to touch 2 people, and the 2 people will stand up. Okay? Everyone that is standing already touches someone on the shoulder, and these people stand up. Again, every one of you standing, the ones first and the new ones. Every one of you standing, and you can walk around the room. You have to walk around. Walk through the room and find 2 people. Okay. Okay, again, everyone that is standing now, touch 2 more people that will stand up then as well. Touch 2 more people, every one of you, 2 more people. Move over there, there's people. And everyone, 2 more. We're not going to stop. There's a lot of people to sponsor. All right, give yourself a big hand. In less than 15 minutes, you sponsor 1,000 people. Sit down. So whoever that will tell you ever this business is complicated. Was this complicated? No. Just find two people. And it works exactly that way. You find two people and you make them partners of your team. Now, what is the best way of finding those two people? It is by living your business. And living your business means you look like success _𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. You always have catalogs and brochures with you. Or you even have products with you. Give the people an opportunity of seeing what you're doing. And you know what? Often we think, I can't talk to the other person. I mean, I can't tell someone, hey, do you want to make money? How does that look like? The other person might think that I think she looks like somebody who needs money. Sometimes we are reluctant to talk directly to people. Let me tell you one simple little thing that has changed my life dramatically. That was when I was told, talk to a third person. What does that mean, talk to a third person? That means I never talk directly. Or at least I don't give the people the feeling I talk directly. Let me explain that to you. If I would see the lady here in the first row, of course I could not approach her and say, hey, do you want to make money? Why me? Do I look like I need money? But I could always say, hello, I am building my business in this area and I need people that help me. Do you know anyone that has a sense of business, might be interested in helping in building up something really great? What is she going to do? She's going to ask me, what is this about? Why is she asking? Of course, not because she knows someone, but because she is interested. And by that way, I can talk to everyone in the world. So with that simple trick, you can talk to everyone, everywhere. Don't make decisions for people. We have the job of bringing the opportunity to people. We present it to them. Them decide. That is our job. We are in the dream business. Don't let anyone tell you your dreams cannot become true. Don't tell anyone that his dreams can't come true. Help people achieving their dreams. If anyone tells you that this is not going to work, then just don't listen. I want to finish with a little story here. It is the story of the three little frogs. The three little frogs wanted to climb a tall tree. Little frogs, tall tree. So they started climbing, and it was about who will be the first. And then the other frogs came, and they were sitting around the tree. They were looking at the little three frogs climbing up the tree. And they said, they're never gonna make it. They're so small, and the tree is so big. It's too dangerous. Nobody has ever done it before. You will fall off the tree. Stop climbing, come back. And the first one of the three frogs starts thinking, maybe they're right. It's too dangerous. And he turns back. Only two frogs left. Now the crowd, the frogs in front of the tree, they start shouting at the two frogs. Come back, you will fall off. Don't do it. Too dangerous. So the second frog starts thinking and says, And he turns and he climbs back. But the third frog, he continues climbing. And the frogs in front of the tree, they start yelling, come back, it's too dangerous, don't do it. The third frog climbs to the tallest part of the tree. He sits there and he waves at the other frogs. And you know why the third frog was climbing to the top of the tree? Because that little frog was deaf, couldn't hear. Do it like the third frog and you will have all the success in life that you want. Thank you. Thank you.
Спасибо.